There are resorts in northern India where guests pay a premium to live without electricity, internet, or luxury. They are essentially buying back the silence that modern wealth has crowded out. But this pursuit of the minimum isn't a new trend. It is an ancient logic that was codified thousands of years before the first digital detox. Look at this figure. In the Vedic tradition, while other deities are honored with gold and elaborate rituals, Lord Shiva represents the absolute opposite extreme. His presence is invoked with the barest of materials, a single stone found in a river and a simple pour of water. No architecture or jewelry is required for the connection to be considered living. He serves as a counterweight to our current era of excess. By looking at how he lives and how he leads, we find an approach to surviving a world that is increasingly toxic and oversaturated. Start with his physical choices. He rejects cosmetics and fine silks in favor of an animal skin and a coating of funeral ash. Then there is his choice of location. He is known to reside in the Shamshan, the cremation ground, the one place society spends its entire existence trying to avoid. He remains in Benares specifically to hear the chants of mortality as bodies are carried to the river. The ash on his skin is a physical manifestation of that reality. It is a reminder that every biological form eventually ends in the same handful of gray dust. By voluntarily owning nothing and living in the one place no one else wants to be, he becomes invulnerable. When you have already embraced the absolute end, the world loses its ability to threaten you. This resilience is the basis for his definition of leadership. In this tradition, power is not measured by what you gain, but by what you can absorb on behalf of others. During the mythic churning of the ocean, treasures and the nectar of immortality began to surface. Every entity present stepped forward to claim the wealth and the glory, but those treasures were preceded by a lethal poison that threatened to destroy the universe. No one else would touch it. Shiva drank the toxin to save the world, but he didn't let it reach his heart. He held the poison in his throat, keeping his core untainted. This provides a mechanic for handling the modern environment. It is the ability to process slander, criticism, and negativity without allowing that toxicity to sink beneath the surface. Effective leadership requires absorbing the world's friction while maintaining the discipline to ensure it doesn't change who you are at your center. He is also the patron of the outcasts, the ghosts, the venomous, and the people society has pushed to the margins. He is described as a beggar god who possesses no wealth, yet he is sought after as the most generous of providers. There is an old story about a man sitting at the gates of the Mahakal temple in Ujjain late at night, long after the priests had gone home. He was a blind beggar suffering from a debilitating illness, calling out for a single coin. When Shiva and Parvati arrived, Parvati asked that this man be given a single boon to change his life. The beggar didn't ask for money or health directly. He said, "I want to see my son's coronation." By asking for that one specific outcome, the man received his sight, a cure for his illness, a family, and a kingdom to pass down. This is how Shiva provides. He doesn't just offer a temporary fix for a symptom. He grants the entire environment required for a person to be restored. Shiva's role is one of transformation. He takes the elements we fear, poison, death, and the rejected, and integrates them into a larger truth. In ancient stories, the conflict between light and dark happened in different worlds, but we live in the era of Kali Yuga. In this era, the divine and the demonic forces don't occupy different planets. They occupy the same space within the human mind. Because we contain both, the goal isn't to be a perfect being. The goal is to develop the awareness to ensure that the chaotic forces don't drive our decisions. By choosing to want less, by holding the world's poison at the throat, and by looking for ways to restore what is broken, we find a way to navigate the noise of our own time.